speech actually starts before you ever come up here to begin your actual presentation. As a matter of fact, it starts when the Master of Ceremonies for the event introduces you. And you know, if you think, have you ever been to a really good concert with a great opening act? And how that really gets you in the mood for what's to come, right? It can even be almost awkward if you don't have a good lead-in for what the main event is going to be. So, just like a performer on a stage, in fact, many times you are going to be a performer on a stage, and your presentation can benefit from the same idea of a great introduction. There are four keys really, of what you want to accomplish with an introduction. The first is that you're going to say who is speaking. You're going to tell them who the speaker is and why do we care about listening to this person? Why is this person an authority on the subject matter? The credibility and credentials that you present should be relevant to the actual subject matter being presented. You don't want to go through like a whole history of everything you've ever done, but you want to present information that is relevant to why you're a credible speaker on this matter. Secondly, you want to talk about what's the subject, because you want to orient your audience and get their mind into the framework to receive the information that you're going to present. And thirdly, you want to tell them why. Are you trying to entertain them? Are you trying to educate them? Are you trying to persuade them and motivate them to action? So you want to really also set the tone for your speech. And then finally, if you are the one who is doing the introducing, you want to close on a really positive note. You want to lead the applause as the presenter is coming up so there are no awkward silences, and get people into a supportive atmosphere. It's really, if you can imagine yourself at, say, an awards dinner, right, or a fundraiser, right? You're in this banquet hall. You've all been in one of those banquet halls, right? And you're the presenter, and you're walking up, and it's dead silent. So, as the introducer, making sure that you lead the applause and create a welcoming environment for that speaker is a courtesy and can really help to set the stage for a receptive audience. How did we do this in my introduction? Well, Jo Mari told you who I am. I'm Tara Brown. She gave you reasons to believe that I can give you credible information. I've been with Toastmasters as a member since 2008, and one of my motivating and driving factors is using my learning to help other people to become better communicators and better leaders, to actualize their personal creative potential. And finally, we even referenced that I've been recognized by Toastmasters as an advanced communicator silver and advanced leader bronze. So my introduction said who I am and why I'm a credible speaker on this matter. Secondly, we talked about what. She said specifically that knowing how to set the stage with a great introduction and is what I'd be talking about, and then the subject being the opening act. So, and then finally the why, because it's relevant to you. You're all here to improve your communication skills, and this is a key skill for presenters, for people who are passionate about communicating. So, finally, Toastmasters should lead the applause, and as we mentioned, we always want to do a handshake to make sure that the audience knows where their attention belongs. Next week, each of you will be introducing one of your colleagues for their presentation, so that's why we're having this presentation this week. A couple of last points that I want to share are that, first of all, any introduction is better than no introduction at all. Even if you have a really, really lousy opening act, wow, that just makes you like, I really wish that the band I came to see would get on the stage, right? And then, secondly, you want to keep your introduction proportional and relevant to the presentation that you're making. It should be credentials that are pertinent to the subject. So for example, my credentials all spoke to my experience as a speaker. I didn't tell you that I've been an administrative professional for 25 years. That's not relevant to this subject. So you want to be targeted in selecting the credentials and the credibility in the information you're presenting. Secondly, you want to make the duration appropriate. A good rule of thumb is that you wouldn't want to go any more than about 30 seconds for every 5 minutes of speaking time, let's say. It just becomes cumbersome, and it really can bring the energy down if you go on too long. And then finally, you want to, again, be really aware of the tone and trying to, like if you were giving a humorous speech, then you might want to have a joke incorporated into your introduction to help get people laughing. Or if you're giving a really serious presentation, then you might have a more serious overall feel. You'll find additional materials to help you prepare for this aspect in Chapter 4 of your participant manual. But hopefully this information will help you to learn how to warm up the audience and rock your presentation like a star. Thank you.